Big cities are full of weird moments, situations, and people. Take this guy, for example. He was standing on the street without a shirt, yelling like crazy that he had a gun in his guitar case at the president's fundraiser.
Hey, can I see that? Can I see that?
He looked completely out of his mind and ended up getting arrested.
Bye-bye, sir.
This neighbor is beyond disgusting. He was letting his dogs poop in the hallway. One day, another neighbor noticed and freaked out. Who would do such a thing? Thankfully, modern cameras came to the rescue and the man was finally caught.
Do it again! 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 You got it! You got it! Oh yeah, baby! Yes!
Like a motherfucker there!
Go ahead, baby!
Come on, huh?
Go ahead, baby!
Come on!
Go ahead, baby! Go ahead, baby! Go ahead! Go ahead! Go ahead, baby! I can't move it!
Imagine having breakfast and suddenly stepping outside to see your neighbor with a hammer trying to break a fence. The guy looks completely out of his mind and is actually pretty scary. The truth is, we don't know the story behind it, so you can judge for yourself and make your speculations. Just make sure to let me know.
Hey, move!
You're moving!
Hey, move!
You are!
Hey, move!
You're moving!
Hey, move! Hey, move!
You want to cheat on me? I pay for this place.
Get the f*** out! Get the f*** I'm tired of it.
This woman started acting crazy towards her neighbors, so they decided to record everything. The video starts with the woman approaching their door violently, and seconds later, she starts hitting the door and punching multiple neighbors' windows.
Get your ass up.
It's 466 West Washington Avenue.
She's breaking all the windows.
And all the door windows. Avenue.
She even breaks the window glass without hesitation. The residents were not sure about the reason behind her behavior. What do you think it was?
Hi. Please wait. It may take me a moment to answer.
Ever wonder what kind of drama a doorbell camera can catch? Well, here's one. The footage shows an armed man, known in the neighborhood as the local troublemaker, standing at a doorstep, knocking and then delivering a not-so-friendly message directly to the camera. The man, who apparently makes a habit of this kind of behavior, demands that the residents open the door, waving his weapon. He doesn't just stop banging and yelling. He starts threatening whoever's on the other side of the door, giving the camera a good view of his aggressive intentions.
See me? Better remember my face right to this door before I break this shit down. I'll break this shit down, throw your head off. Answer that door.
Social media users who caught the video recognized him as the neighborhood menace who had been frightening locals with similar incidents. Thankfully, this doorbell video led to his arrest, and he was charged with criminal menacing. It's one of those times when you're grateful for modern tech catching the action live, proving that sometimes your doorbell is the best witness to the crazy on your doorstep.
So they're not documented?
I'm not telling you any of them.
Because they're not documented.
They 100% are. They 100% are. But it's not your information.
Sure it is. I'm a citizen of the country. I mean, I'm a citizen. How is it not my business?
They're not even working on your property.
It doesn't matter. They're working in my neighborhood. They're working next to my property.
Is that, I don't understand. They all have documentation and now you're demanding it?
Yes.
Are you demanding mine as well?
Well, you obviously are not Hispanic.
And why is that? Why are you not demanding my documentation?
Are you that dense? Are you?
Is this a racist thing?
Do you know what's more annoying than a Karen? A Karen demanding citizenship. That's exactly what she's lacking. This Karen got really racist with the neighbor's workers because they are Hispanic.
Is this a racist thing? It's because they're Hispanic?
Of course. Hispanics are the only undocumented here. Mexicans and South Americans. Yes. And we're facing a huge crisis in this country.
Do I need to get police involved here?
Sure.
So that you'll let these guys alone?
I'm not bothering them.
You are harassing them, and you're actually on this person's property as well.
No, I'm not.
This is next level. She even gets upset about some people who don't even live there. And what if they did? I guess the one with the real problem is her. Have you ever heard of someone doing something illegal and then immediately calling the police on themselves? It sounds odd, right? Well, that's exactly what happened at a drive-thru when a 22-year-old girl exploded in frustration because she received the wrong order, a common mistake, usually no big deal. But it was a big deal to her. She got extremely upset. Let's listen to the call she made to 911.
I'm at McDonald's. I'm 5 months pregnant. These people don't know how to run a McDonald's. Come on. I want my money. They trying to cheat me out my money. I want my money.
In the call, she mentioned she's pregnant and demands her money back, claiming they tried to cheat her. Now, let's look at the security camera footage. It shows the girl becoming enraged and starting to throw everything she can find, even hitting an employee. Then, she goes behind the counter and starts throwing cups. Before leaving the restaurant, she eventually does a twerk dance for the camera. After that, she walks out and calls 911. Definitely a McMess. Usually people run out of jail, not into it. But that wasn't the case for this man, who was accused of smashing his car into a jail. Here's what happened. The man allegedly crashed his car into the jail and then started throwing rubber snakes around and screaming, "The devil told me to kill." The 40-year-old also supposedly poured motor oil on the floor, claiming he wanted to set it on fire. Police said he had made threats against officers and stated he wanted to kill everyone while he fought with police and fire rescue crews. However, all the camera caught was his car crashing into the jail, nothing more, nothing less. This guy created a whole series about his neighbors because they are doing some pretty weird and creepy things, so he decided to document it. The neighbor starts getting on top of the car, throwing things, and even climbing a tree. It's actually a bit sad to watch because it's very clear that this guy is not okay and something is wrong with him. But we have to admit that the scenes he captures are hilarious and funny.
Action! Keep moving!
Another video he posted shows the neighbor riding a motorcycle with a whole chain wrapped around his body, which is pretty disturbing. On another day, the yard is completely destroyed, filled with trash, and the guy is sitting on top of the car with a leaf blower. Why? It is a mystery. He also starts moving weirdly, throwing things to the ground, even a mug. One thing is for sure. Having a neighbor like this means you're never going to get bored because you have a show going on outside your house 24/7.
It's a sad day in paradise, folks. It's a sad day in paradise. Just wanted to let you know. And God bless you, and I love you. I love you. I thank you for my cool room. I thank you for the tree trimmer you gave me. I have no hostilities towards you people. Just don't with me. That's all I'm saying. Don't with me, and I won't with you.
You're out here again, man? I told you that I didn't want to come back here again, right? And are you still keep banging?
What?
Are you still keep banging on we got another call?
I was trying to fix my door.
You said you were going to go to sleep.
I did.
Now you're up again.
What are you raising your voice at me for?
Because I'm tired of coming over here and dealing with you with the same thing.
What are you listening to? You got a spy? You spying on me?
No, we get calls.
Can you please lower the light? You're blinding me.
Okay. Why
are you here?
Because I got called over here.
Well, what do you want? What do you want me to do?
You be quiet.
I am.
No, you're not.
I am being quiet.
You want me to take you to jail right now?
No.
Okay, so what's the deal? What's going on?
I'll come out to get something out of my truck. What's the problem?
Whenever I leave here, am I going to be coming back
I'm going
again?
in the house, man. This is ridiculous. This is my own problem.
It is ridiculous.
It's my own problem.
Whenever we get called several times a week because you're out here disturbing the peace.
And the show didn't end there. The same neighbor was outside past 1 a.m., making a lot of noise, and an anonymous call was placed. On March 2020, Port Orange police responded to a call right after a previous incident where this neighbor got arrested. The police body cam captured the neighbor, and he doesn't even know what time it is. As we said before, it's clear that something's wrong with this man.
If you're coming out here for no reason, they should have to identify themselves and say why the complaint is
They
there.
don't have to identify themselves.
Well, I need
period.
to talk to my attorney because this is I'm being hassled.
Hassled?
Yes, this is my right.
This is the second time
This is my property. This is
Come here, come over here, come here. Scott, come over here right now. Is that you with the loud music in there?
That's not loud.
People can hear that.
You can hear that. It's
Do you
4
think
o'clock.
it's loud?
Yes, I can hear it from
coming
over there.
outside. We can hear it from.
Let me turn it off.
Stay with him.
He doesn't quite understand why the cops are there and doesn't realize that the music volume is really high.
If we get another call, that's simple.
All
If
right.
we get another call with somebody saying that you're outside banging on stuff, yeah, this is your house. You can do whatever you want, all right? But not disturbing the peace.
Okay.
There's people trying to sleep.
All right.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
All over. Here, the back neighbors and everything, okay?
Yes, sir.
Next time I get a call from here, you're gonna be charged with that.
Okay.
All right?
Yep.
Understood?
Yeah, I understand you, sir.
Okay. It's late. Go back inside.
All right.
I don't want to see you again tonight.
You mind if I do one other thing?
No, just go to sleep.
I was gonna lock my doors.
Nobody's going to go in that car, okay?
Well, it's my
Listen,
car, you know?
I understand.
Okay. Go to bed.
Eventually, the officers leave, and the man returns to his house after turning down the volume. Continuing with the theme of reckless actions that endanger others, here's another example that echoes the earlier incident involving the motorcyclist. A recent video captured by a dashcam reveals a dangerous scenario on a busy highway, two cars aggressively chasing and ramming each other, apparently caught up in an improvised race. The footage shows a tense pursuit, with the vehicles exchanging blows, seemingly oblivious to the risk they pose to other drivers. The chase escalates until one of the cars loses control and veers off the road. After the crash, the second car pulls over and several passengers quickly exit and approach the wrecked vehicle. The air is thick with anger as they begin to loudly confront the driver of the red car involved in the accident. Here's something you don't see every day: a neighborhood argument escalating to the point of car chase and close calls, all captured on a bystander's video. The footage shows a bizarre scene where a heated exchange between a man in his car and a woman on the street takes a sudden and alarming turn. As the argument heats up, the man begins to drive in circles around the neighborhood, with the woman trying to reason with him from a distance. But in a crazy twist, the car speeds up and, unbelievably, heads straight for the woman. Miraculously, she manages to avoid serious injury even as the vehicle makes contact.
Oh God, she done red shot over, Sean. Oh.
What could have possibly led to this extreme reaction? Was it road rage taken to new heights, or something said in the heat of the moment that pushed the driver over the edge? Whatever the backstory, it's clear that tensions were running higher than usual. So, picture this. A Christian group decides to shine a spotlight on what they think is a radical Christian cult. Sounds unreal, right? Well, buckle up, because it's all too real. In the heart of East Texas, we've got the Wells Church, led by the self-proclaimed elder Jacob Gardner. Now, Gardner and his crew are on a mission, convinced they're practicing the true form of Christianity. They're not shy about it either. Gardner boldly claims that just by stepping outside and being a Christian, he's asking for trouble. Talk about taking the term street preacher to a whole new level.
Okay, the video we're about to show you is it's the Wells Church in Texas, and I invited them out to preach with us at Stephen F. Austin. And they went around and they took us aside, and then they were asking Kirsten about her salvation. Hey, are you really saved? You know, I'm concerned about this. Basically, they were trying to get us into their cult. So this video is the showdown between the Jedites and the Wells Church.
Who is that? You're not listening.
Are you trying to convert him?
Yes.
That's what they're trying to do.
Yes.
I would walk off. They're trying to convert you.
He's perfectly fine as a Christian unless he doesn't join their church.
I would not look him in the eye.
He's perfectly fine. You know you're saved. You know you're born again.
This is grievous to us.
But they're going to convince you that you are not born again unless you join their church.
This is grievous to us. I'm
that
in a
is
heavy
a
heart
cult.
right now. You're tipping back in the chair and just offering continuous lighthearted comments. This is a very serious matter. There's separation. There's men claiming to be Christians over here, men claiming to be Christians over here, and there's an utter breach. There's slander. There's sin taking place.
So you better go join their church so you can be righteous like them instead of joining
Your own
Jesus
doctrine
Christ.
is condemning.
Their job right now is to convince you that you're not born again and you haven't been granted true repentance, so that you'll join their church and they can teach you how to repent properly. And she's never allowed to smile again. Remember that. I'm not joking. She will be rebuked for it.
Well, do you guys smile?
To their women.
When
their
our
women.
hearts are heavy by the burden of the Holy Ghost.
When do you guys smile?
To their women.
When there's charity.
It's their women.
No, can you name specific, when the last time you smiled?
When there's charity. The scripture says that charity rejoiceth not in iniquity, rejoiceth in the truth. We know that we pass from death into life because we love.
But here's where things take a bizarre turn. Gardner's brothers-in-arms, Richard Trudeau and Mark de Rouville, recently found themselves in hot water after causing a ruckus at a Baptist church in New York. And get this, their crime? Interrupting services to deliver a fiery sermon about sin and impending judgment day. Yeah, they're like the preachers you see on TV, but with a side of vigilante justice. But wait, It gets even crazier. On a mission to save souls, Trudeau and D'Urville stumble upon a pregnant woman in a neighboring town. And what do? Well, they do what any self-respecting doomsday preacher would do. They start preaching about sin and hellfire. Talk about an unconventional baby shower. Now, I don't know about you, but it sounds like Gardner and his crew are taking their religious fervor to a whole new level. Let's just hope they don't start knocking on doors with pamphlets anytime soon. After all, nobody wants a religious sermon with their morning coffee.
God's got you in this situation here, and they want to undo that. You look at that guy over there, just look at his face. He's full of the devil.
The surveillance camera and body cam footage capture a dramatic scuffle between two police officers and a First Amendment auditor at a parking lot in Foxworth, Texas. For those who didn't know, First Amendment auditors are civilian activists who record or photograph public spaces to test their constitutional rights. The First Amendment supposedly covers their rights to do so, and these guys go on the street to prove that.
Caroline, we're busy. Go to the other side of the street. You can go.
There's no investigation. There's no nothing.
You can go to the other side of the street or you're going to get arrested. I'm not warning you again.
What are you talking about?
Go to the other side of the street right now.
Wait, tell me why first. We're doing an.
You're under arrest. Turn around. Put your hands back there. Stop. Stop resisting.
Anyway, in the body cam clip, you can see the cops are trying to get the lady to film further away. The auditor resists, confused why she's being told to back away. The argument quickly turns physical when one of the officers pins the woman to the ground and handcuffs her.
She's bleeding.
His colleague can be heard telling the officer that the auditor is bleeding, but he seems to pay it no mind. So much for the First Amendment. There has been a dangerous trend in recent years of people filming themselves driving at high speeds. In 2015, police in England sent out a reminder of just how disastrous and often fatal this trend can be. Kyle Careford, age 20, was filmed by his friend Michael Owen, age 21, driving at speeds of up to 90 miles per hour through the Sussex countryside.
Keep going, keep going. Keep going. Go on, touch it. Go on.
A spokesman for the police described how the pair had taken a cocktail of prescription and illegal drugs, causing severe toxicity that would have had a severely detrimental effect on Kyle's ability to control the car. Kyle's driving can be seen getting increasingly reckless as he drives on the wrong side of the road, and Michael tells the camera that they nearly ran over someone. As their speed increases, shown by a shot of the speed dial, they enter a residential area, and that's when it happens.
We're doing 90, bro. So down, so I bring that way, so down.
The Renault Clio crashes into a church wall. Both men were declared dead soon after. Police hope the footage will warn others and stop them from attempting to do the same. Have you ever heard of the domino effect? Well, if you haven't, take a look at this. An employee lost his balance and fell while on top of a ladder. As he fell, a TV from the store toppled over, followed by almost every other TV. That's the domino effect in action. Okay, It's nearly impossible to tell what's actually happening here, but I've watched this video about 40 times and can't stop laughing. It seems like the first person just walked into their neighbor's yard to let off some gas. However, after realizing they're being filmed, they attempt to run away. Only to trip over a misplaced shovel. Moments later, a man chases after him, only to end up slipping and falling as well. It's like something out of Tom and Jerry. Let's hope they submit more.
Shit.
Are you f***ing serious?
This is 22-year-old Lindsay Partridge enjoying a boat trip with her boyfriend. The two were on a romantic getaway in Florida, but it was about to be tragically cut short. Minutes after this video was taken, Lindsay fell from the boat and lost her life.
My property, get moving now! Now you're in my property line. Move it. Ma'am.
In July 2024, a heated confrontation at Victoria Beach in California went viral. A woman who owns one of the beachfront properties was filmed yelling at a young family who were on vacation, claiming they were trespassing despite the majority of the beach being open to the public.
It's not harassment on the beach, it's harassment in my home property. Whoa. Get out of here.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're angry for no reason.
That I'm angry. This is not an Instagram moment place. You're in my property, get moving now. Now you're in my property line.
According to neighbors, the angry woman in question does this all the time. She can even be seen putting out rope beyond the original rope fence of her property as if purposefully trying to expand her ownership and cause confrontations. In an interview with the local news, the mother of the family who was yelled at explained that they were outside of the original rope fence and were only so close in the first place because the tide was high.
We were by the water. Our kids were building sandcastles, and we were the sun was already kind of setting. So we had decided to leave. So we were kind of like, that doesn't make sense because there's nothing wrong with having a sun covering at the beach as long as it's under 6 feet tall and 6 feet wide. We were 6 feet away from her property, and the tide was really high, which is the only reason we were actually closer to the home. So we're trying to get our things, and as she's coming closer, that's when she threw the rope and said that she was going to build a fence.
Thankfully, the story has a satisfying ending. After contacting the Coastal Commission, her mother was assured that the family weren't on the woman's property, and 2 park rangers have since visited the homeowner to tell her that her behavior is unacceptable.
Based off of the Coastal Commission, we weren't on her property. And yeah, we were shocked. I couldn't believe it was happening.
The additional rope fence has also been removed. In 2018, the tragic case of Lucy McHugh shocked the community of Southampton, UK, and her last moments were caught on camera. Here's what happened. Lucy, a 13-year-old girl, was brutally murdered by Stephen Nicholson, a 25-year-old care worker who had been involved in a secret relationship with her since she was 12. Nicholson, who also worked as a tattoo artist, had been a lodger in Lucy's family home. Exploiting his position of trust and proximity, he began an inappropriate relationship with the young girl. As Lucy grew older, her feelings for Nicholson deepened, leading her to confess her love for him and claim that she was pregnant with his child. Fearing the potential exposure of their relationship and the serious consequences that would follow, Nicholson decided to take drastic measures to protect himself. On July 25th, 2018, he lured Lucy to a wooded area near their home in Southampton, where he stabbed her multiple times, leaving her to die. Her body was discovered the next day, sparking a thorough investigation. The investigation revealed Nicholson's manipulative and predatory nature. He was arrested and charged with the crime. During the trial, compelling evidence including message records and testimonies from Lucy's friends and family was presented. In July 2019, Nicholson was found guilty and sentenced to life imprisonment with a minimum term of 33 years.
That needs to be turned around. You almost set my house on fire.
Set your house on fire.
You that was reflecting the sunlight.
This woman was convinced her neighbor was trying to burn down her house. How? With a mirror. She has certainly earned the title of the craziest Karen, believing her house is being torched by a mirror. Unfazed, the neighbor confronts Karen.
You are the biggest nut jobs I have ever encountered in my life.
You come over when the sun's shining and you feel my sighting. It is hotter than hell.
You think that that mirror
Yes.
is going to set your house on fire?
Yes, I know it will.
Okay. This lady here thinks this mirror is going to set her house on fire over there.
And make sure that you tell them that it's the direct sunlight in the mornings, okay?
Okay, well, if you had came and asked me nicely, it wouldn't have been a problem. But when your dipshit husband comes over here and threatens to bust my property, then it's a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, is she really going to call the police to report that her neighbor is burning her house down with a mirror? Judge for yourself. As we've seen before, many people target McDonald's for bizarre things. But what if McDonald's targeted you? This guy parked his car in a McDonald's parking lot, and when he came back, he found his car crushed by a McDonald's sign. The sign had completely split the car in two. Driving through the Algerian desert comes with certain challenges. For this driver, visibility goes from bad to worse as a sandstorm descends upon the road.
كان ورايا 900 واحد دويت نحبس يكون يجي واحد ورايا الحين.
He tries to fight against the elements until he finds himself going off-road, at which point he comes to a stop and decides to wait out the storm. Probably for the best.
عدات عليا لي فونصابل هادي جامي شفتها.
Imagine heading to a drive-thru after a long day, expecting to grab a Big Mac, and suddenly you find the drive-thru engulfed in flames. Apparently, someone's car caused a fire, and it spread to McDonald's as well.
What'd you say? Hold on, I can't hear you. There's a truck on fire out here. I can't really hear you.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on next door. Just speak up for me, but how you want that burger dress with your 2 sides and what you drink of?
Can I get that meat and cheese only, please?
2 sides and your drink?
I just hope the fries didn't burn. As we mentioned earlier, people sometimes do things that are hard to understand. Imagine being at home and seeing something strange outside your window. Someone decided to record it because what they saw seemed more like a scene from a horror movie than real life. They filmed a guy walking backwards through the streets. It's really weird to watch, and I have to admit, he looks possessed. What do you think about this?
I don't know how many times the police have been called on your family. Do you know that I feel like I live across the street from terrorists? Every time I come home, I have another goddamn window busted out.
And it happens. It's this family, right? Beyond a reasonable doubt. How? How do you know? Yeah, exactly. Walk away because you don't know. You don't know.
So, this woman went extremely crazy because she believed her neighbor broke her window with a slingshot. Spoiler, she doesn't even know who broke it. The woman was very sure that the family in front of her was responsible. However, the family's son stood up and confronted the crazy neighbor.
You own this house? Do you own this house?
Get the f off my property.
You own this house?
Get the f off my property.
Hey, hang on, right away. Do you own this house?
This is not my house.
It is not. So you shut.
Do you own this house?
Go get a job.
I have a job.
The woman starts losing her mind, even telling him to get a job as if that has anything to do with the situation. The woman really looks possessed, and so does he. The whole scene is terrible, with everyone screaming.
They have no reason. They have no reason.
Slingshots are crazy. They have slingshots.
They're not allowed to have that.
The neighborhood knows they have slingshots.
You want to walk? Come on. Who's home?
I know.
Let's go to the neighbor's house.
They're not my kids.
Let's go to the neighbor's house right now.
They're on your property. You're responsible for them. You idiot.
Maybe putting up a CCTV camera to see who's breaking her windows would help. Or maybe she's breaking them on purpose. I guess it will remain a mystery. A deeply unsettling video captured by a young woman shows a disturbing encounter in a Canadian apartment complex, where a man goes on a racist tirade against his Asian neighbor. The video begins in the hallway, where the man, furious, accuses his neighbor of bringing the coronavirus to Canada. As the footage continues, the man's rant escalates into violent threats, including a chilling threat to behead her.
Shoot you, I'll kill you, I'll you.
Okay.
I'll you. Let's go.
Sure.
Come on. Let's go.
So itawag ka 911.
Come on. Filipino little.
His screams are not just filled with anger, but also carry a dangerous level of hatred and xenophobia.
Big hell! Get the out of Canada.
Corona into Canada.
The woman, clearly terrified, tries to retreat while the man continues to shout and harass her from his window. Despite the urgency of the situation, the police response was delayed, not arriving until the following morning. During this time, the woman endured ongoing verbal assaults. The tense situation finally sees a glimmer of hope when a neighbor in the parking lot steps in to support her while they await the authorities. The suspect, it turns out, had a history of similar incidents, suggesting a troubling pattern of behavior.
At that moment, like, I'm scared for our safety. I don't want it to happen again to anyone. Like, no one deserves it. Like, it's really traumatizing.
Can you believe this? Alberto and Maria visit the morgue on Christmas Eve to pay respect to their 1-year-old son, Cyril, only to find his tiny coffin empty.
Depósito a traer flores a nuestro bebé. Se corrió la tapa cuando acariciamos así, nuestro bebé no está. Ya. Nuestro bebé no está. O sea, responsable acá no sé qué, si la municipalidad, no sé qué.
It seems like some really disturbing stuff is going down in the small town of Otamendi, Argentina. Alberto and Maria were told that there were no available plots, so they agreed to store Cyro's remains in a locked room on the grounds until space opened up. But when they went to visit him, he was gone, vanished into thin air like a ghost in the night. The case gets even creepier. The parents' lawyer claims they've got evidence pointing to a satanic cult lurking in the shadows of Otamendi. Yeah, you heard that right. This isn't your run-of-the-mill mystery. It's straight out of a Stephen King novel. Also, Dr. Ana Maria Caro, the leading prosecutor on the case, has her work cut out for her as authorities scour local farms and the surrounding countryside in search of Cyro's missing body. This group of divers had a close encounter with a great white shark. Luckily for these guys, it seems like the shark isn't really in the mood for food, seeing as it conveniently ignores a bunch of floating meat nearby. Instead, the shark seems to be in the mood for some jesting. As it approaches the camera, the shark suddenly turns toward it, which, of course, startles the cameraman. It turns out to be a false alarm, and the shark swims away. I guess you can say that cameraman barely escaped from the jaws of death.
The ultimate test to see if this .50 caliber bullet will go through a book is, I'm just not going to just set it and just shoot it. No, I'm going to stand behind it, and Mona Lisa is going to shoot it, hoping she hits the book, hoping she hits the book and not me. I want to bring to you guys stuff that will make your blood pump out of your veins, because I want you to feel everything that I'm doing.
22-year-old Pedro Ruiz wanted to be a YouTube star and was willing to do anything to create exciting content for his viewers. However, the stunt he came up with on 26 June 2017 had a fatal flaw. Unbelievably, Ruiz asked his 19-year-old girlfriend, Mona Lisa Perez, to shoot him in the chest from a foot away with a Desert Eagle, believing that nothing but an encyclopedia would stop the bullet and protect him. Perez was pregnant with the couple's second child at the time and was reluctant to pull the trigger. But she trusted Ruiz and eventually agreed to fire the gun. When she did, the .50 caliber bullet pierced straight through the 1.5-inch book and fatally wounded Pedro. Tragically, he would never get to see a second child. Meanwhile, Perez would plead guilty to second-degree manslaughter and receive a 6-month prison sentence.
The ultimate test to see if this .50 caliber bullet will go through a book is, I'm just not going to just set it and just shoot it. No, I'm going to stand behind it, and Mona Lisa is going to shoot it, hoping she hits the book, hoping she hits the book and not me. But the most trustworthy person that I trust in this world is my girlfriend, Mona Lisa. So if I'm gonna die, I'm pretty much ready to go to heaven right now. If I die, I'll be ready for Jesus.
At first, it looks like this tree felling gone wrong won't be as big a deal. That is, of course, until the entire building collapses as if it were made out of a team of termites holding hands. You almost have to wonder if this is deliberate based on the way the person holding the camera laughs afterwards. Whatever the case, someone is going to be needing a lawyer very soon.
Baby, so boy, father.
Andrea Mazziero and Sarah Brigante took a video of their hike in Italy. Little did they know, it would be their last taken together. Moments after the video ended, Mazzetto went to retrieve his phone from a nearby cliff's edge. However, he lost his footing and fell 330 feet to his death.
Boy, I got that virus. Boy, hell no, boy. That boy's stuck in time.
The man seen in this clip may be under the influence of an illicit substance, or maybe he do really be stuck in time. Sometimes companies treat their workers unfairly, making them work in terrible conditions. But at what cost? What happens when someone's life is the price? A recycling firm has been fined £2 million over the death of a worker. Fortunately, everything was filmed, which led to the company being fined. Here's what happened. Stuart Towns was a forklift driver at Alutrade Ltd. The CCTV footage showed staff constantly risking their lives by jumping into hoppers to clear blockages. It also captured a worker dangerously close to a conveyor belt. These situations rarely end well, and sadly, this man paid with his life. The video shows how management overlooked the unsafe working conditions and didn't seem to care at all. The worker was too close to the hopper and was seen walking near it. Tragically, he was killed by the machinery. As a result, the company had to pay a £2 million fine. The bosses admitted to the breaches in safety regulations, and each of them has been fined. Here's another round of crazy neighbors selling bizarre things, like a BLM sign. What's the purpose? Nobody knows. Maybe not even the neighbor. This lady was going about her working day, arranging her shop when she was very lucky to escape unharmed. As we've seen before, McDonald's often finds itself in the middle of many disputes, including shootings, fires, and even protests. This McDonald's glass door in Athens was smashed during a protest. Was very close to the action between the protesters and the police. Seconds after the video starts, the door gets smashed into really small pieces by the police.
Not enrolling with her. Yeah, she's down. She's down. She TV or something. Oh, she is big. Yeah, she's a big girl. Yeah, she's a big girl. She's like a skinnier version of Beck.
She did the last time. Once you talk there, she goes.
Cinder block.
Yeah,
all kinds of shit.
Have to carry her out.
This man was fed up with his neighbors, who was apparently yelling racist things at him every day and making threats. One day, he decided to call the cops on her, and this is what happened. Apparently, this neighbor has driven about 2 to 3 people to move out. She has also swung a bat at multiple people who live in the nearby apartments.
We need to move the company. That's right. You should tell the moving company. I'm sure they can.
As soon as the cops arrived, the lady barricaded the door and started throwing bricks and a TV down the stairs as the cops went in.
It was. Who's transporting her? Who's transporting her? This is wrong. This is storage notes. That's where your property's going to be, okay? This is wrong. Have a good day. All right, nice to see you.
Finally, the hellish neighbor got arrested.
Yeah, you should give your dog. Get the away from me! Their dog is fucking.
In a harrowing series of events captured by a doorbell camera, a neighborhood dispute takes a dangerous turn as a family is repeatedly harassed by their neighbor's aggressive dogs. The footage begins with a scene where one of the dogs attacks a woman right outside of her home.
Let's go! Get your goddamn dog! Control them! Control them! That's you need to control your goddamn dog!
The situation escalates quickly as the video shows the same dog later breaking into her house and launching another attack. The indoor footage is particularly disturbing. It captures the moment the dog forcefully enters the home and goes after the woman again. Her screams and cries are heard, indicating a possibly serious fight, making the situation even more tense. Picture this. A night filled with mystery and intrigue, shrouded in the secrecy of a legendary secret society. That's exactly what viewers across America witnessed when footage of the Skull and Bones initiation ritual hit the airwaves. Thanks to the investigative prowess of Ron Rosenbaum, 68, and some brave Yale students, we got a peek behind the curtain of this clandestine organization. The scene is set in the eerie courtyard of the Skull and Bones tomb, where cloaked figures gather under the cover of darkness. As the camera pans, we see participants lying on the steps, while others donning cloaks perform what can only be described as macabre theatrics.
New York Observer investigative reporter Ron Rosenbaum accompanied a team of Yale students who shot these pictures 9 days ago. Rosenbaum's curiosity about Skull and Bones was permanently piqued when, as a classmate of George W. Bush, he lived right next to the tomb, the group's heavily fortified home. From their perch, Rosenbaum and his cohorts taped the tomb's courtyard. What they captured, they say, was initiates, known as neophytes, being forced to kiss a skull.
Shouts of "Kiss the Skull" echo through the night, as if straight out of a horror movie. But wait, there's more. In the background, a distorted voice adds to the chilling atmosphere, making it seem like something out of a conspiracy theorist's wildest dreams. However, not everyone was convinced by the footage. Stephen McDonald, 73, a Skull and Bones alumni member, expressed disbelief, suggesting that the events may have been staged. Well, if that's the case, someone deserves an Oscar for their performance. In the end, whether it was a genuine initiation or a theatrical production, one thing's for sure: the Skull and Bones Society continues to capture the imagination of the public. Who knows what other secrets lie within those hallowed halls?
Put it down!
For this man, a one-night stand turns into a stalking nightmare when the woman he had it with keeps coming back around uninvited.
Champagne police! Okay.
Look at my window. I want to press charges on it.
Okay. Hold on. Go inside for me. Can you go inside? Go inside for me, okay? And I will be back for the rest of the Go inside for me. You. Oh my God. Hey. You lady. I'm trying to talk to you. Shut the f up. You on his side, right? You. No, I'm trying to separate you guys. Well, then I'll go and talk to him, and you stay out in the cold. What's going on?
She just showed up to my house. I have not talked to her in months. She showed up to my house. Look at her. She's picking up shit now. I'm going in the house.
I'm going to tell you what. You put it down. Put it down.
Things come to a head one day before Christmas. The police body cam footage shows the woman being detained after she threw a brick through his window.
7112, start me a second unit, please. Put your hands behind your back. Hey. Put them behind your back. Medcat 7112, I'm in the roadway on 4th Street. I've got one case. Put your hands behind your back.
This comes after she was explicitly being told to stay away.
Show me what happened, and kind of, as you're showing me, tell me what happened.
So I talked to her one time, and I didn't talk to her again after that. And it took literally months.
Okay.
And she came here banging on the door. We're getting ready to go to Chicago. She came here banging on the door. I said, let's just sit down. Don't come to my house without calling. I'm not going to open the door.
Right.
Heard this key turn, and she'll tell you I do it all the time. I'm a DJ, so I work till like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I just forgot. And so she went to go turn the key.
Oh, did she break this as well?
So she went to go find the key, or she went to turn the key in the back door. And I had that deadbolt on the door, so she couldn't get in. And so I held the door closed, and I said, please leave my house. You're not welcome here. Don't come to my house without calling.
I guess "hell hath a fury like a lover scorned" really describes our situation here. This video shows 44-year-old driver Michelle Paisley sneaking a sip of beer while sitting behind the wheel of a school bus with 32 elementary school kids on board. Watching the footage, you can see that the children are terrified and screaming because the woman is not driving safely. Even the kids noticed and called 911.
She was drunk because she passed 3 red lights and she got on a side road.
This is what my neighbor does every day. Pick up poop and throw it in the alley.
Here's another bad neighbor who has their own unique way of dealing with dog poop. In this case, the woman lives next to an alley, and her solution for getting rid of the offending dog doo-doo is to pick it up and simply throw it over her fence. Out of sight, out of mind, out of smell. Right? But if you're already picking it up, why not just put it in the trash? Here's an example of a drunk driver speed running his way to a suspended license. After driving into a stop sign, he keeps on going, narrowly missing a passing car before plowing into a street lamp. His next stop? Jail. As we've mentioned in many videos, live streams can sometimes capture really bizarre moments. A 20-year-old food blogger named Gan, also known as Fatty Goes to Africa, went to a market in Kathmandu thinking he would record a typical live stream. Tragically, things went horribly wrong, and this live stream ended up capturing his final moments. In the video, Gan is seen walking through the market, laughing and chatting with 2 friends. Everything seems fine until suddenly, there's a commotion and screaming.
这不是什么博莱雅吗？欧莱雅吧？欧莱雅的欧不是在前面，不然它的莱在前面。这叫莱欧。这个好喝吗？我也不知道怎么。就在前面。
Although it's not clear what exactly happens in the video, this scene becomes chaotic. Gan is stabbed by a rival while streaming, and the video abruptly ends as he succumbs to his injuries. The attacker is identified as 37-year-old Bing Zhengyong, an influencer known as Aeon who lives in Nepal. Bing reportedly held a grudge against Gan, possibly due to multiple disputes and unresolved debts. On the day of the attack, Gan was live streaming as usual, accompanied by his 2 friends. As they were walking and talking, there was a scream, followed by Gan being stabbed in the chest and abdomen. The broadcast was violently interrupted by shaking and loud screams before the screen went black. Gan was rushed to the hospital but was declared dead later that night. Bing also reportedly stabbed one of Gan's friends who suffered multiple injuries and was hospitalized. Bing was taken into police custody following the incident. Imagine having neighbors who steal your packages. I'd definitely be fed up. After this, I bet the homeowner won't leave the packages outside anymore, because if he does, he might not receive any packages at all. it's fair to say that the Cybertruck has its critics. And this footage of one failing to get out of a river isn't going to do much to boost its reputation. Forwards, backwards. No matter what the driver tries, this truck is well and truly stuck. It's the fact that there is a huge issue with local products. These farmers decided to take action by dumping a huge amount of manure in front of a McDonald's with a dump truck. They were frustrated because McDonald's is importing meat from other countries instead of buying them from local producers. What do you think about this? Let me know in the comments. About a month ago, a dashcam captured what could have been a tragic event but ended up with a Toyota Corolla catching fire. At the start of the video, the driver notices a weird smell, so he decides to pull over and check it out. When he gets out to inspect the car, it suddenly starts catching flames and quickly goes up in flames. So, the lesson here is pretty clear. If you smell something strange or notice anything off, it's best to get out of the car and check it out.
We're 2 inches inside the property line. We're 2 inches inside the property line. Our cut is 2 inches inside the property line.
Neighbors sometimes seem to be living in a parallel world. Take this neighbor, for example, who called the cops to stop his neighbors from cutting their driveway down to the property line. The neighbor was so shocked that she decided to record everything.
We're cutting down the property line because I've got Mr. Lemons coming in to get all this old broken up cement out of here.
You plan on resealing it, cementing it, or graveling it, or asphalting it, or?
I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to get rid of this old messed up cement.
Your prerogative.
Exactly, exactly.
Even the cops don't understand what's going on, and you can tell by their faces that they are trying really hard not to laugh and stay professional. Not only is the whole thing ridiculous, but they are also wasting the public service's time. Talking about people snatching opportunities to grab what's not theirs, here's a wild scene that takes it up a notch. Picture this: a police car left wide open, and a bunch of kids, about 11 years old, just couldn't resist the temptation. They went all in, digging through the car, grabbing stuff, and even filming their little adventure. They were laughing and having a blast, totally clueless about the trouble they were getting into. One of them even climbed on top of the car like it was a jungle gym or something. Thinking through the consequences isn't a part of the plan for these young thrill seekers. Honestly, I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't want to see the look on their faces when the cops show up. This kind of thing makes you wonder about what kids are learning about right and wrong these days. It's a bit of a wake-up call that maybe we need to do better in teaching kids to respect the law and what belongs to the community. In what seems to be a politically charged episode of Neighborhood Disagreements, a doorbell camera captures a somewhat tipsy Karen making a fuss over a Biden yard sign. The video starts with a woman ringing the doorbell, asking the homeowners to come out and chat. When they decline, she doesn't take it too well.
Hello, can I help you?
I want to talk to you. This is Elba. I want to show you something.
I'm sorry, I can't come to the door right now.
Get out your neighborhood bylaws. It's section 5.20. No signs shall be in the yards. If you don't take this Harris Biden shit down, I will sue you.
Quite irate, she insists that they need to talk, especially about that Biden sign in the yard that she hates. She even goes as far as claiming that the law forbids such signs, though her legal advice does not exist.
And I was going to have you sell my house, but that's not going to happen now, and you're going to lose a lot of business because of this crap. You get out your neighborhood association bylaws. Section 5.20.
This encounter gives a whole new meaning to political spirits, showing just how much yard signs can stir up emotions in the neighborhood. In a cozy-looking video, we see the 12 Tribes cult members gathered around the dinner table, singing, laughing, and playing the guitar. It seems like a pretty fun night, right? But this clip is just the glossy cover of a much darker book. The 12 Tribes might give off hippie vibes with their back to the basics, Christian lifestyle, and organic farms. And they even run some quaint cafes that seem totally harmless. However, when you dig a bit deeper, you start to see the cracks in the facade. This group has a sketchy side, rejecting modern medicine, embracing troubling teachings on race and sexuality, and even breaking child labor laws. The group is well known for its stringent community rules. Members live communally in properties owned by the group, sharing resources and responsibilities. Adults and children alike participate in long hours of labor, which has led to allegations of child labor violations. The group's stance against modern medicine has resulted in numerous health issues among members, sometimes even leading to death. Members are encouraged to cut ties with the outside world, including giving up their personal possessions and sometimes even changing their names to signify their new life in the community. Their teachings also include deeply problematic views on race and sexuality. For example, they've described slavery as a marvelous opportunity for Black people and declared that homosexuals deserve death, according to their interpretation of biblical law. These extreme views have led to significant criticism and have categorized them as a hate group by some observers. So, while the video shows a group of people having a great time, it's not showing the full story.
I don't totally agree.
It's a classic case of looks can be deceiving, reminding us to peek behind the curtain and question what's really going on.
Go to the water, bro. Get Still trying to fuck with him? Go, go, go. Red light, bro. Come on. Dude, don't take that red light. Do not take the red light. Bro, there's a cop right behind us. Oh, shit. What the? Bro.
A fire hydrant explodes and launches a massive fountain in the middle of the street. Yet, it doesn't stop these boys from passing through anyway. As filmed from the car, at first it appears as if they're getting a free car wash, but it soon becomes clear that they're passing through a whole hellstorm of water.
Red light, bro. Don't take it. Go, 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 go forward. Go. No, dude. Go, go, go. Oh, shit. Go that way, bro. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck, hey. Hey, bro, go forward. Oh, what? Oh, my. Oh, no.
The car gets so thoroughly doused that water leaks into the car interior through the aircon and pretty much any holes in the car. To their credit, the boys take what could possibly spell thousands of dollars of cleanup and repair with a jest.
Bro! Oh, no way! That is crazy. Oh, they're gonna see this video.
It's very important for airport staff to ensure the security of the customers. But what about the staff? This airplane employee was standing in front of the stairs thinking they wouldn't move when suddenly, boom! The stairs separated from the plane and the poor guy fell to the ground.
Is your garage down here? No, what's up? Okay. Do you have e-bikes in there? No. That's a lie, bro. Give us the e-bike tax you stole last time. We saw you take it, so give it to us. Right now!
Theft is a big problem in neighborhoods of all sizes and types, but generally, if you're going to steal, you should at least put the item you stole somewhere that the original owner won't see it. This person did not get that advice. The footage shows angry neighbors confronting a man after they saw him steal their e-bike. The man is surprisingly calm despite the anger coming at him, but he eventually opens the door and allows the people to take their bike back. To add insult to injury, the thief tries to act tough as they walk away as if they were robbing him.
Get away from me! You ain't gonna do nothing but get yourself in trouble, bro.
A brutal murder was captured on camera by a resident of Parkville apartment complex in Baltimore County, Maryland. 27-year-old Shakia Allen can be seen running away from a man thought to be her ex-boyfriend. She tells the man that she has a restraining order against him and then starts screaming as he continues to chase her through the parking lot.
I have a restraining order on you. Call the police. That's my police. That's why she recording.
Eventually, the man catches up to Shakia, tripping her, which causes the woman filming to yell out and threaten to call the police. Sadly, the police would arrive much too late, as in the next few seconds, the attacker would pull out a gun and fire multiple shots from close range, killing Shakia instantly.
Ay, cuando caiga para el pingo, yo lo quiero ver.
This motorcyclist is about to seriously underestimate the power of Mother Nature, whilst at the same time overestimating his riding skills. Believing he can simply drive through the fast-flowing floodwater, he soon discovers he cannot. Well, duh. Sometimes CCTV cameras capture crucial moments, such as the last images of Anita Stevenson before she went missing. Anita vanished from her Merseyside home and was last seen by her apartment at their home in Wirral. When she disappeared, there was a massive search effort to find her. Unfortunately, 5 weeks later, her body was discovered by a volunteer group. On the night she vanished, Anita exchanged messages with her secret lover, expressing feelings of hopelessness and despair. These messages suggested she was considering suicide, and she mentioned being by the River Mersey shortly before she went missing. A post-mortem examination and subsequent toxicology report concluded that Anita died from a crack cocaine overdose. Her body was found with significant amounts of cocaine and amphetamines, leading the coroner to rule her death as drug-related. During the investigation, Anita's partner, Craig Gold, was initially arrested on suspicion of murder but was later released without a charge. Some quick thinking by neighbors in Mongolia saved the life of a man whose apartment had caught on fire. They worked together to move a parked car from underneath the window before stretching out a sheet and encouraging the man to jump down. I bet he's glad to have neighbors like these. It's a fact that people do weird things at McDonald's, and we've seen enough to prove it. Even if you need more proof, just watch this video. A man was in a McDonald's bathroom and decided to blow up the toilet. The reason? I don't know, and he probably doesn't either. An innocent motorcyclist got caught in the wrong place at the wrong time during an illegal street racing incident. As we see in other parts of the video, some people's risky choices can seriously impact others. Street racing might be a thrill for those behind the wheel, but it is super dangerous, not just for the racers but also for anyone else nearby who didn't sign up for this kind of danger. In this case, the motorcyclist was just out enjoying a ride when suddenly he found himself dodging cars zooming by at crazy speeds. He barely had a moment to realize the danger before one of the racing cars smashed into him, leading to a pretty serious crash. the dense jungles of Guyana, a horrifying chapter unfolded as Jim Jones, the charismatic leader of the People's Temple, orchestrated one of the deadliest mass murder suicides in history, claiming the lives of 909 followers, including 300 children, in a single tragic day. Jim Jones started the People's Temple in Indianapolis during the 1950s. He was a charismatic leader who advocated against racism, attracting a large following, especially from the African American community. By 1965, he had moved his congregation to Northern California, first settling in Ukiah and later in San Francisco. During the 1970s, allegations of financial fraud, physical abuse, and child mistreatment surfaced against the church, which led to increasing scrutiny from the media. In an attempt to escape growing criticism, Jones, who was becoming increasingly paranoid and was also struggling with drug addiction, convinced his congregation to relocate to Guyana, promising a socialist utopia. They established Jonestown, but life there was far from the paradise he had promised. Residents worked long hours under harsh conditions, faced severe punishments for dissent, and lived under constant surveillance, with their communications censored and movements restricted. The situation reached a boiling point when U.S. Congressman Leo Ryan visited Jonestown in November 1978, following concerns raised by former members and relatives of current members.
People play games, friend. They lie. What can I do about lies? Are you people going to leave us? I just beg you, please.
The visit ended in tragedy when Jones, panicked by defections from his group, ordered an attack on Ryan and his delegation, resulting in Ryan's death along with 4 others as they attempted to leave. The following day, Jones orchestrated a final, devastating act. He gathered his followers and ordered them to participate in what he called a revolutionary act of syringes were used to administer a lethal mixture of cyanide, sedatives, and fruit juice to the children, followed by the adults under the watch of armed guards. When Guyanese authorities arrived at the site, they were met with a harrowing scene. Hundreds of bodies, many in embraces, strewn across the commune. A small number of residents managed to flee into the jungle, and several dozen, including Jones's sons, survived as they were away from Jonestown at the time. People are getting more creative each day in stealing things. However, this employee thought he could just leave for a few seconds without anyone taking anything, but he was wrong. This guy was caught on CCTV stealing the employee's iPad from a store table.
Hey, said they were all here, but they weren't. No! That tree right there was my tree. And you guys cut it the down. I don't know. I would have thought somebody would have come over and talked about the tree that was on my line.
We've seen before how property lines, or the lack thereof, can cause major problems between neighbors. In this case, a man comes home from work to find out that his neighbors have been removing trees and swears that one of them was his.
Well, yeah. I know you guys didn't do it intentional, but now I have to look at this for the next 20 fucking years.
However, the landscapers are quick to point out that the yard is staked and that the tree is not on his line. It seems the man is just upset that he has to look at his neighbor's lawn for the next few decades.
And that's not even on his line. I can see the stake right there. He's just mad because we cut all the other ones down. That's gonna make some really good footage though. I got that all on GoPro.
At a Walmart in Florida, police were called because a man was driving erratically while using a motorized shopping cart. Staff and other shoppers describe how the suspect, Aaron Gregory, had crashed into shelves and had almost hit people while swerving around the aisles. Upon searching his bag, officers find a bottle of vodka, which may explain Aaron's lack of motor skills. However, he refuses to take a breathalyzer test, so the officers arrest him on suspicion of DUI, as well as having an open container and disorderly intoxication.
So he's been here for about an hour, was driving around, and then got to the point where he's running into everything, and we made it this far. Open bottle of vodka that got spilled all over me when I tried to take it away from him. He's not talking. Yeah, he's not talking. He let us take his vitals, that's all.
You have an ID? Where's your ID? Where's your ID? Where's your ID at? Hand it to me.
Yes, sir.
You gonna throw up?
All right, get your ID out.
Show me your ID, man. Take these off. Because we know these aren't yours. Is this your charger? Yeah? All right.
Yes.
What?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. You want this? Yeah, that's going to go with
Love
them.
you.
What? You live here?
We're gonna move over there.
Oh, he's looking.
No, no.
Don't do that.
There's no way to disable it. I already asked. It's
Go
active.
get on the bed. Make this easier on yourself and go get on the bed for me. All right, my man, give me your other hand. No, stay there for a second.
You guys here for that lady with chest pain? Hang on.
I'll get her one more time.
Stop moving. Gotta have a seat.
There you go.
I held over more of Palm Days.
Really?
Palm Days suck. Where you bitch.
All right, all the way in.
We still beat the burden with Palm Day.
At the station, Mr. Gregory refused a further breath test and remained unwilling to explain his actions. After receiving medical treatment, he was subsequently charged and ended up spending 60 days in jail, as well as being ordered to pay fines. In the end, his trip to Walmart proved to be a lot more expensive than he would have ever imagined. Norma and Liz Ortiz Diaz, age 16 and 19, were recording videos while riding on a tractor. Tragically, both sisters fell off and were crushed by the vehicle. The footage shows them enjoying their ride, capturing moments of joy and fun. Suddenly, they lose their balance and fall. The driver, unaware of the accident, continues mowing, resulting in a fatal accident. This is heartbreaking. It's so sad to think that a neighbor walks up and takes this little dog right from his front yard. It is clear that the neighbor didn't want to help. Someone wanting to help would have knocked on the door or checked with the other neighbors. The family is devastated. Sadly, the woman who took the dog claims she doesn't even know where it is now. Dog thief and now clueless. In June 2024, a 40,000-ton Chinese tanker was attempting to avoid traffic at Kaohsiung Port in Taiwan when it collided with a concrete pier. The collision caused severe damage to the starboard side of the Tongyang vessel, but it luckily managed to stay afloat. Have you ever heard about the McDonald's thief? Well, he exists. Kansas City police are searching for a suspect involved in robbing 4 different McDonald's at 4 different locations. Security cameras at McDonald's have captured him. I bet he loves McDonald's so much that he can't bring himself to rob anywhere else. Speaking of thieves, check this out. A truck owner gets out of his way to yank the charging cable right out of the Tesla. He gets out of his truck, walks up to the Tesla, and pulls the cable out. Maybe he was jealous of the car and didn't want anyone to drive it. That's just bad behavior. Imagine thinking you've got the creepiest crawlers in your basement, and then finding out it's just a guy refusing to leave. That's exactly what happened in La Crosse, Wisconsin, when a simple trespassing call escalated into a 4-hour standoff with police. The drama began around 6 p.m. when La Crosse police were alerted to an unwanted visitor at a residence on South 10th Street. Jason S. Rankin, the uninvited guest, had made himself quite at home under the crawl space of a random house's basement. When police arrived, communication with Rankin was anything but normal. Initially silent, he later claimed he was stuck in a wall and couldn't find his way out.
Hey man, I can hear you. You alright? Alright, can you come out for me? Can you hear me? Are you able to crawl out? Alright, could you do that for me? Because we don't want to have the fire department come over and start cutting holes in the floor to get you out. We're not going anywhere, just... Okay, you're stuck? Okay, what do you mean by stuck? Like you can't, like you're pinned, or there's just no way out? Are you hurt? Yeah. Okay, how are you hurt?
As officers made contact, it seemed Rankin might come out peacefully. However, he quickly changed his mind, retreating further into his makeshift hideout. Despite repeated pleas from the officers to come out, Rankin became increasingly agitated, even threatening to kill the officers and kicking at a K-9 unit that was brought in to coax him out.
Do you have a phone with you? No. Okay. We're going to shine a light in there, and if you can see it, crawl towards that light, okay? You see it? Yeah. Okay, start crawling towards that light.
Efforts to de-escalate the situation included deploying limited chemical agents and offering Rankin water to wash out his eyes, but he remained defiant, at one point arming himself with a metal pipe.
Hey, Jason. Jason. Alright, so you got 2 options, man. You come out and I give you this bottle of water, or I'm going to spray pepper spray up there and you can come out that way. I'd much rather have you come out here and have a bottle of water than me pepper spray up there.
Jason, we got Tri-State waiting too. They want to make sure, all of us want to make sure you're okay, since you said that your shoulder and stuff's hurting. We thought you were stuck. You're probably dehydrated. Jason, come on. Come Come out so we don't have to spray this down here.
Jason, this is your last warning before I give you pepper spray, okay? Can you hear me?
Hey, Jason, no one wants to hurt you. That's why we didn't, like, just yank you out earlier. We were trying to make sure you could get out as safe as possible.
Jason, last chance. I do not have to send any more in there if you crawl out.
Jason, once you're out in the fresh air and we get some water to you, you're going to feel a lot better.
Jason, come on. Jason, do you need help getting out?
No, let you come on in.
We're not coming in.
Come in.
The only thing that's going to come in is pepper spray if you don't come out. Jason, will you crawl out to the sound of my voice? All right, here it comes. Cross police bar with the canine. Come out. Come out the way you came. Otherwise, I'll deploy the dog and you may be bit. Find him. Find him. Jason, the dog's right there. Speak. Speak. Good boy, watch him. Watch that guy. Good boy. Down. Get him. Watch him. Watch him. Watch him. Don't kick the dog. Do not kick the dog. Hey, Loki. Down. Hey. Stop chewing stuff up. Go. Down. 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 Come on. Good boy. Down. Down. So he started kicking at him. So if we go in there, if he's gonna kick at a dog, he's up.
After multiple attempts with chemical agents and hours of negotiation, Rankin finally crawled toward the opening, where officers were able to help him out and put an end to the standoff.
Stop resisting! Stop resisting! Stop resisting! Ow! I got cuffs on.
You're gonna break my arm. You can't break my shoulders like that. They don't do it. My God.
Hands here.
Earlier in the day, Rankin had also entered another property without permission, leading to this chaotic series of events when confronted by a resident. He was arrested after finally leaving his unconventional hiding spot. Who needs horror movies when you've got real-life basement dwellers?
Hello. Good.
Hey, shield back there.
Hello.
You're doing well.
I stopped talking. You do not come up to me, Dr. Shu. Get my goddamn face.
You go there.
All right.
Sit down.
You go sit down.
What did you learn? Why you told me?
You go sit down, all right?
You
come up to me like that? Who the do you think you are?
A shocking video captured in a school classroom by a student reveals a pretty disturbing scene. It shows another student who suddenly becomes unruly and visibly agitated. He screams in the face of his teacher, hurling insults, shouting, and even striking objects around him. Remarkably, throughout this aggressive outburst, the teacher manages to stay composed, not reacting to the provocation.
Yeah, twitch your little face. Turn around and raise your fist like that, Dr. Shu. Do it again. I'm not playing, all right? Come up to me and do that to me. I'll do it to you. All right?
Go sit down.
Shut your mouth. Tell me who the you think you are.
This incident raises serious questions about discipline and consequences in educational settings. It really makes you wonder about the state of our education and whether we're fostering a generation that lacks basic respect and self-control. Are we now raising kids who will be humans deserving of extinction?
have one.
What are you doing here without a business card?
I'm just taking care of people's bugs, sir.
What do you mean bugs?
Spiders, ants, roaches.
What company are you with?
Hawks.
Hawks?
Yeah.
Why don't you have a business card?
Because I'm just a route manager.
Get the out of this neighborhood,
Why?
dude.
In a neighborhood scene that's buzzing with more than just insects, a pest control professional found himself the target of a heated verbal assault. Captured on video, this unfortunate encounter shows a man, presumably a neighbor, confronting the pest control worker during his routine job. The video reveals the neighbor aggressively questioning the worker, hurling insults and demanding to know why he's there. He doesn't stop at questions. He goes on to angrily insist that the worker leave immediately, using harsh language and accusing him of doing something wrong.
Trying to get this guy out of the neighborhood. He's driving everybody crazy.
You're the only person. All of your neighbors were really nice. You're the only one that's acted like this.
It's clear from the footage that the pest control guy is just trying to promote his services to the neighborhood. Instead of the usual things, or just being ignored he often gets for keeping the bugs away, he's faced with hostility this time.
He didn't even answer the door. You've been cussing at me, using God's name in vain. I don't know who's the jerk here.
It's not against the law to cuss.
You're right. It's not against the law to knock on the door.
Yeah, it is. There's no soliciting signs all over.
Look,
You don't even have a business card.
you probably need to go to church, sir.
You know what? You're a
I'm sorry. I was just coming to talk to you about the phone.
Hopefully he can smooth things over, or maybe just move on and keep doing his job without any more needless fuss. And as for the angry neighbor, maybe he needs a little more pest control in his attitude. When you think you've seen it all on YouTube, along comes an ad that really pushes the envelope. Imagine casually browsing through videos when suddenly a man appears on your screen eagerly advertising a cult. Yeah, you heard that right. A cult. With unnerving eyes and an unsettling amount of enthusiasm, he pitches, "We're cult members. Welcome to the good cult."
Well, we're simply that, a good cult. And quite frankly, I don't think that we're just a good cult. I think we're the best cult. And that's not because of me, that's because of you. Our members, our cult members. You know, people think we have some pretty wild ideas. Their imagination is overactive. But here at Good Cult, we realize the world isn't limited in what we can see and what we can touch, but what we can dream. And that's what we do. We dream. Imagine what you can do. All we want is more creativity, more conviction, more passion, more compassion.
His excitement and the way his eyes widen as he talks about the good cult are enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. His speech goes on with a creepy sort of invitation. All you have to do is be you, and that's all we can ever ask for.
And you don't have to do anything special to join us. You don't have to be initiated. All you have to do is be you. And that's all we can ever ask for. But you should be proud. Welcome to Good Cult.
He tries to assure viewers that while cults usually get a bad rap, you should feel proud to be part of this one. Talk about a marketing strategy that's more cult classic horror than feel-good community.
Put it down.
Bro, you guys want to come on my property?
We got called here. That's why we're here.
Then go get what you're called to then.
Put that weapon down, man.
Hit the stick. Man, where you been? Man, where you been?
Police officers responding to a 911 call arrived to find a man having an angry outburst. The man resists arrest, threatening the officers with a stick and blocking the gate on them.
Find your
didn't do nothing.
Get on the ground right now.
What the f***?
On the ground. Get on the ground. Your back.
Give me your hat.
Give me your
What
hat.
did I do? For what?
Resisting right now.
Tell me, what did I do?
I will tell you if you get in the car.
Man, I'm trying to go to the store. Man, get the f*** off me.
Get in the car. Watch your feet.
And I was, hey.
Get in the car.
Watch your feet. Can you just...
Hey, touch your shit.
What did I do wrong?
Okay, stop, please. Thank you.
The outburst continues even as he's loaded into the police car, banging the door from the inside and won't stop yapping. The man's wife said they were having a heated argument earlier, which prompted someone, presumably neighbors, to call the police.
What happened? I don't know. Somebody called us that he was gonna choke you out because you're smoking something. Stop lying to the kids. That's why we're here.
Oh, I don't know.
So who's this dude to you?
He's my husband.
So were you guys arguing or?
Yeah.
What are you guys fighting about though?
He's like kind of like possessive. He treats me like he don't love me. But yeah, when I'm leaving, he doesn't let me leave.
Don't please. Don't touch me.
Don't yell. Don't yell.
All right, man. Don't touch me. Let me. Okay, I can walk, man. I can walk. I can walk, man.
The man continues to rage even when the officers take him to get a medical check on his request.
No, I don't want to lay down. I want to sit down. I want something cold and drink, and I want a cigarette.
For his transgression, the man is charged with resisting and committing aggravated assault against an officer. Many people still think some pranks are funny, even pulling them on people at work. This guy thought it would be hilarious to prank a fast food employee while handing her his card to pay for his order, but he definitely didn't expect her reaction. The employee gave him a taste of his own medicine, throwing a free Coke right into his car. I bet he'll think twice next time. Every once in a while, a doorbell or security camera catches the right moment in time to generate some shocking footage. In this short video, a woman is outside on her porch when a large explosion takes place. Apparently, she thinks the house next door exploded, but in reality, you can just barely make out a flash of lightning strike her neighbor's tree, which is what caused the insane explosion. Though she wasn't hurt, the real hero of this video is the cat, who appears to have responded instantly to go search for survivors. Having a live bull as a mascot for a football team that wears red shirts is just asking for trouble. After escaping from its handler, the bull rushes the field and almost runs into some of the players. Nobody was hurt, but maybe now they've learned their lesson. Weddings are supposed to be the best day of your life. However, sometimes it can be the opposite and turn into the last day of your life. This was the case for Rosemary do Nascimento, a 32-year-old bride who was tragically killed in a helicopter crash. Rosemary had planned to surprise her fiancé, Udirli Damasceno, by arriving at the wedding in a helicopter. Unfortunately, the chopper crashed a mile from the reception venue, located in a rural area on the outskirts of Sao Paulo, Brazil. Udirli, who was waiting at the altar, was devastated by the news of this tragic accident.
Yes, let me introduce myself. I'm a neighbor. Oh, hi. Oh, yes. No, guys, quite all right. You look very young. I'm 81 years old and I live right down there, okay? And I have been here since the neighbors that you bought from had 2 dogs. And they would bark occasionally, okay? We live in Butler Township that has a dog barking ordinance. And I must tell you, I am tired of listening to that dog. Yes, you heard me correctly, and I'm 81 years old and I repeat it. Okay.
This Karen started knocking on her neighbor's door, immediately launching into a rude argument about the dog barking. She doesn't even care what her neighbors have to say. She just acts rudely and disrespectfully.
Barking. He started this morning at 5:33. He barked a few things, you took him in. Okay, it's got to stop. I will call Butler Township and I will file whatever papers are responsible or necessary. Because we're retired, we are there all the time. We've gone through summer and spring and fall with you, and apparently you have no consideration for the neighbors.
Definitely a terrible neighbor to have next door. Imagine coming home to a sight like this. You can hear the despair and resignation in the poor tenant's voice.
I called the emergency. They said to call leasing office. Leasing office said they're unavailable.
Oh my God.
This video, captured by a surveillance camera outside a Brooklyn McDonald's, shows a shocking scene where an 18-year-old boy was shot 3 times. If you watch closely, you can see the suspect waiting for his target. As soon as he spots him, he opens fire repeatedly while the victim falls to the ground. Apparently, the victim was involved in an argument earlier and the attack was planned. Fortunately, he recovered at the hospital. In 2023, a CCTV camera in Chicago captured a distressing scene where a woman was robbed by 4 men. The footage shows the woman walking down the street with a suitcase when suddenly a car pulls up next to her. Seconds later, an armed and hooded man, followed by others, steps out of the car and approaches her with a gun. Despite the terrifying situation, the woman remains remarkably calm. The men steal her belongings, but, interestingly, not her suitcase. And then they hop back into their car and drive off. Just thinking about the fear this poor woman must have felt really makes me angry at the thieves.
If you was scared, your ass would have been there walked off.
Why would I walk off? We're getting on the same bus.
No, we ain't getting no What you need to do is stop sitting around me playing all them goddamn games and take your ass on about your business. Bye. It's a stop down there, right there. It ain't that far. And there's one right there.
Why don't you go
still
walk
here?
to it then?
Why? Because I always sit right here.
Okay.
And you don't run.
Okay.
So get your...
Racism is a tricky and often touchy subject, and it's clear that hate doesn't discriminate by race, ethnicity, culture, or color. Here's a vivid example. A video shows a racist encounter at a bus stop where a black woman who seems to think she owns the place aggressively harasses a white woman. For a whole 3 minutes, she prevents her from sitting down and insists she leave, all without any real reason. The scene heats up as the aggressor keeps shouting insults, seemingly out of the blue.
Get your ass away from me. Do you not understand English?
No.
Stupid.
No, I'm like...
Pig looking mother. Get your ass out of my mother. Bye. Go to the next stop.
Chill, man, before the police come, bro.
I don't give away from me.
What is your problem?
You. Now
Why?
Get your...
Why am I such a problem?
Get your fake away from me.
Away from you?
Bye, bitch.
You think I'm some type of social
Bye,
worker?
Bitch. I don't know who you is. Get your ass the
Why are you so paranoid?
Don't worry about it.
Keep
Don't
saying
ask,
it.
Don't ask me. Don't get your
Chill
ass
out.
away from me.
This goes on until the bus finally shows up, capturing a stark display of totally unwarranted hostility.
She wanna make me
Highway.
dumb.
Oh, I'm the dumb.
Get your
Uh-huh.
ass on.
I'm the pig.
Go about your business.